Good day. Today I'm going to teach lesson 5 from your first flight. The 100 Dresses Part 1 by Elzor Esther. This lesson actually gives a message to all the children or to all the elders who ever tease others without a reason, hurting their self-respect, hurting or insulting their poverty. Let it be poverty or anything. Maybe it can be their disability of doing something. As children, you might be observing in your class how many of you make fun of your friends, thinking it is fun, but never ever giving a thought that it's actually insulting and hurting them. So, this particular lesson tells you not to, and what happens if you do so. Teasing can be done only if the opposite person on whom you're doing this is also enjoying it. But you have to immediately stop when you realize it is getting hurt. So we have got 3 characters in this particular lesson. Wanda Petronsky, who is very poor. She's a Polish girl. She is below the poverty line, but her father, who wanted to give her a good education, joins her in a rich school of Americans. The other 2 characters, Peggy, who is a rich brat, who always makes fun of girls who are lesser than her. Maddie, bestie or the best friend of Peggy, always stands by her, though she knows what Peggy is doing is wrong. She doesn't want to lose her friendship. Now coming to Wanda, the main girl or the main heroine of this particular lesson. She comes from a place called Borgans Heights, where all the poor people, it is equal to a slum, where always the roads are very mushy and wet. She always gets wet mud in her shoes and drags it to school. She is made to sit in room number 13, where rough and low-scoring boys are made to sit. Wanda is not poor in studies. She studies well. But she is made to sit in that room just because of her poverty. The other class girls are full of rich people or middle class children. Wanda is always made fun of all these class girls whenever they get time in the recess or while going home. Wanda wears one blue faded dress which is clean but not ironed. She wears that one single dress to school always, which becomes a topic for teasing for these rich brats. Every single day they used to call Wanda in the recess and they used to make fun of her, asking how many dresses you have in your closet. Wanda, though knowing that they are teasing, she used to give a smile and say, "I have 100 dresses." And immediately Peggy used to make fun of her, saying 100 dresses and all of them are in blue, right? And Wanda just nods her head and just moves away from there. This becomes a repeated issue in the school. Wanda was an introvert, a girl who never speaks much. No one ever heard her laughter too. They used to make fun of her every day. Maddie was a girl belonging to a middle class. She used to wear the second-hand stitch dresses. Sometimes those dresses belonged to Peggy too. But she never ever allows anyone to know that those are second-hand dresses because she doesn't want to be a laughing stock like Wanda. Enough. Maddie, many times she goes to Peggy to tell her that she is doing something wrong, but comes back with a fear because she doesn't want Peggy to break her friendship or make fun of her in front of others. Peggy, as everyone knows, was arrogant. She never realized her mistakes. One day, it so happened, a Monday, yes, Wanda did not come to school, but nobody missed her. She did not come the next day also. But no one ever missed her. No one ever missed her absence, but Peggy and Maddie noted her absence because they were the ones who used to make fun of her regularly. They wondered why she had not come to school. Maddie remembered Vanda talking about one of her dresses, which was pale blue with colored trimmings. She was actually very, to say, they were like little bored since Vanda was not available. They were thinking what's happening out there. Maddie thought it is because of Peggy's regular bragging Vanda has not come to school. They had a drawing and color contest in the school the next day. The girls were to design dresses and the boys were to design motorboats. Maddie thought Peggy would win the contest as she was very good at designs. Next day it was drizzling, it was raining. Peggy and Maddie hurried to school as Miss Mason had announced the results of the drawing contest. They did not wait for Vanda. So when the girls reached the classroom, they were all very much anxious to know who won the contest. And you wouldn't believe the contest was won by Vanda. She didn't come to school, but she knew about the contest and she sent her designs. They entered a room where hundreds of designs of dresses were displayed in the room. Miss Mason announced the names of the winners. Jack Biggles had won from the boys, and the 100 dresses designed was none other than Vanda, and she won the medal. But she was absent. She was not present anywhere. The boys of her class, room number 13, whistled and clapped for her because they all liked her innocence. They all liked her quietness. Maddie asked Peggy to look at a dress on the wall which Vanda had told them earlier about the dresses she had in her closet. The 100 dresses were actually her drawings. They appreciated the drawings by Vanda, but they were all searching for her where she hadn't come to school. Now what happened to her? We'll learn about it in part 2 of 100 Dresses. Have a good day. Stay home. Stay safe.